This government has made a great effort to show that it was willing to cooperate. But unfortunately, our position isn't shared by all. This is why we have no choice but to continue the occupation of Japan. And we will consider any direct or indirect action taken against us to be a declaration of war.
Hello, Lone Gamer UK back here for some more SuperPower 2 Part 8. Let's load up our game. Okay, I'll just pause it there and get the boxes in the right place. So we're at war with Paraguay, Uruguay, Brazil, Bolivia and Argentina, which I now have all of their countries. But these people don't like me because they were, these people that are red, Thailand and what nation is it? Not that one, come on. Belarus. These were allies of these countries, so when they went to war with me, their allies were eventually went to war with me as well. But we still have this a force here, and it's been growing now. That says 87 ground troops, but there's about 44,000 Brazilians troops and rising in this box. Now, I saw earlier in the stream, I think on part 7, that Brazil were building 550,000 troops. So the number of troops that could deploy in this region could be anywhere from the 40-odd thousand that are there now to more. It was 3,000, then I kept looking, it was 20,000, then 40,000. So, but they actually haven't deployed, so that I can't attack them. They weren't deploying because, well, I'm not sure if it was, but I was in the region, so I've actually left that region in the hope they can deploy, because if they deploy I can defeat them. What I have done though is I've merged my division, 2 of my divisions, to make 89,000 and 1,500 ground troops in these guys here. So we got artillery, guns, infantry vehicles, and so these were, I think, Division 1 and Division 3. And I've still got Division 2. So they'll probably hence be now known as Division 1 and Division 2. And I've started to move some forces down to the region. Can't remember where I've put them. Right, 78,000 troops here, and I need to, which will be my new Division 3, but I need to give them ground forces and planes. Now I think I've got planes either there or on the way. They're on the way. So we've got 100 aircraft that are going down. They'll merge with Division 3. But I'm also building, or I should say training now. In fact, they're all built. It is deploy. So I wanted all the ground units to level 2, which are now done, so I can probably start deploying those. I'm still training aircraft here. Mostly to level 2, so some have still got to do level 1. The naval forces we've already merged and deployed, and some of these I might be able to split off into the other divisions, but most of this will go towards the new Division 3. That are being deployed down here. Now they're being deployed here because these are where my ships are at the moment. You need ships off the coast to be able to deploy to another country. So that's our military. Well, actually, let me just. So Chile went to war with us. So all they've got left now, troop-wise, is 1,200 there, and we don't know what they've got there, but we don't think it's much. So I should be able to take these guys and Chile pretty straightforward. And because Colombia also attacked us, again, most of their armies have been defeated. They've just got 2,000 odd men here, a little bit of ground troops, and then some infantry here. So we should be able to take those countries. We did actually conquer Paraguay and Uruguay, which were in the middle here of Brazil and Argentina. And we've only just reconquered all this territory. If I go to Empire, now these countries are neutral, so at the moment I'll leave them alone, but as I'm already at war with these ones, I will try and complete getting Brazil by defeating this ever-growing army here, and then probably Chile and then Colombia. Now when I do Chile and Colombia, although technically at war with me, I'm not expecting other countries to join in, but that's typically what happens. It certainly would do if I'd probably invade these other countries, but I'm hoping that because these are already declared war and we didn't get any more countries, that I can safely march into these countries, take them out and take them over without any more countries going to war with me, although technically these ones are, but they're not in a position to do anything about it. They don't have navies, for example, so they're pretty much stuffed. So that's the military situation. Let's have a look at our economy, which is a dire picture. So we were making 167, 68 billion. We're only making 159 billion. I think this will go up with regaining territories down in South Americas, which I haven't had for very long after reconquering them for the second time. Our military upkeep is just skyrocketing. It started off at 16 billion, then it was 24, 25, then we went to 30, 32, and now we're up to 37.5 billion, increasing still with the training and the troops that I've got, which is now puts us a deficit of 16 billion per annum. And we've racked up a debt of 4.2 billion, and we've got minus 42 billion in available funds. So economy is a disaster. The trade, funnily enough, is starting to improve. But again, once we control these territories, we should be getting more resources and not have to pay this sort of you know, if I can get these not to be minus 28 and 20, then that will save me 30-40 billion, which will be nice. So we'll work on that. But while I've got these armies and costs, I've got to continue taking land to justify their cost. Our relations in the world are terrible, obviously, because we're very bad people taking over the South Americas. If we look at diplomatic relations to the UK, you'll see that pretty much the whole globe hates us. Canada is the only one that likes us at the moment. Even America's minus 40 now, so we might have to go to war with America. Strangely enough, their forces don't seem to be too difficult. Oh, well, they have a lot of land forces, and they'd probably end up using nukes. So that's not an aim, but the South Americas and maybe these areas we may conquer. Then we, if possible, we were going to move across to Africa and work on that, but often you get dragged into wars you don't. So we'll have to see how that all pans out. These other countries that are technically neutral to us as far as the war status goes in South America's hate us pretty much, just a little bit less than the ones we've actually gone to war with. So yeah, so that's a quick recap. So we'll get the game going, and we'll get these troops over, and we'll see what happens with these guys over here. These are the planes that are going to move down. Here they come. Now this force I've got here has got no plane, so I'm going to merge them once they arrive on scene with these guys. Merge those. Give them a little bit of some air power, which they lost in previous fights. Okay, so they've now got ground troops, infantry, and not many aircraft. They've got 100 attack aircraft, but attack aircraft are obviously very good against the ground and infantry, which I'm seeing a lot of. I probably do need to get some fighters into that division to give them some balance. Now I think, let's just check the situation here. Let's get this going on slow mode. So these guys, so like these and these can go to Division 3, which are in the south in Argentina. These fighters can maybe go to Division 1, which is where I'm looking at the moment with these guys, to give them their fighters, or I could split them. And then I've got more ground, which can join either Division 1 or 2. We need to see. We're going to train these guys level 2. once all this air stuff's trained to level 2, we'll deploy it. I mean, these guys here, I'll deploy. And I'll deploy those. Let them deploy, and then we'll move them down to Argentina. Now what we probably need to do if we want to deploy them down is we need to move one of our fleets off to the coast where we're going to deploy. Now let's move them down here. And this 78,000 men, where are they? There we go, I'm going to move them. So these are the guys, these can take Chile. These guys are going to deal with this force here, and these guys are going to be the Colombia. That's the plan. This is our home defence fleet, the UK. Okay, now these guys are all together, so I can now move these. Actually, so I need to change the status to ready. Now that I've got that fleet there, I should be able to deploy them. Okay, let's move these guys then, and they're coming here. Merge them, good. Allows them to be deployed. Because all we've got in this force is 39 fighters, and the rest is all infantry. So this will be the ground forces and some more air forces for that. Not a lot, it's only 350 ground forces. And we've got more air forces and some more ground forces to deploy. And that air is trained up. Okay. Oh, I moved the other reserve troops that I had there. Okay, doesn't matter. I've got lots of men now. So we'll move these guys. I think Down to here, and we'll start taking Chile. I need to probably keep this training window open and keep an eye on these guys. It's still going to take a while to train, so is that a territory? Let's have a look. It does. Yes, it looks like we've got you have to click left of where you want to go in this. There's quite a few bugs in this game. It's a very old game, 2004, but a lot of elements to it that I quite liked in there. I dare even look at our economy after doing that training. That's probably got even worse. That's not my economy, that's theirs. Okay, so we've taken that bit of land. That's fine. So we can just move up now until they engage us, taking the rest of Chile. Oh, they're coming for us anyway, so we'll probably have a battle before we move. It's fine with me. Can't have much. 18 helicopters, and then I think it's just some men that are coming, so some attack aircraft. Oh, they could do some damage. We've got good air defences though, so hopefully those can take out those attack aircraft. Otherwise it'd be hard to... So we've got what we've got moving to the front line. Attack aircraft. That's their attack aircraft, that's them gone. The helicopter's gone, and then this is their soldiers back here. Yep. Our attack aircraft are gonna make swift work of these guys, and then that should, unless they deploy anymore, which they could do while they've still got territory, that should be the last of the Chilean forces. You shouldn't have waged war on me. Okay, that's good. Right, we can move now up as planned. Now they've got no more forces, but while they've still got a capital, which they have in one of these territories, they could be deploying some more, so we might have a bit more mopping up to do. Right, these guys are trained getting to level 2. And those trained to level 2. Okay. In that region. Right, I apologise for anybody. That's twice that's happened today with my. Don't know why that's happening. It never normally happens, but twice this morning I've had my OBS disconnect briefly. Problems with it before, but hopefully we're back. Right, well, we'll keep taking. Whoops, hang on. I think I've gone too far up. Alright, what's happening over here? I still haven't deployed these guys. Nothing for me to attack at the moment. More craziness from the left clicking bug. Right, let's try and see if we can split up. I think my internet's struggling today or something, or my OBS is. I think my internet's struggling. So I see this resources has changed a fair bit. It's not minus 2020, so it should help us. It's not coming through yet, but we're not 2-3 billion on our income. Okay. Move up, take Santiago soon. And it won't be long before all these planes are trained to level 2. And then I can deploy both the ground and the air and then move them. Oh. Looks like we're taking the capital. It's filled in the rest of the nation for me. Okay. Fair enough. That saves me some time. They can sit there in the capital for a little while. Nothing's happening over here. I get the impression these guys can't deploy. Well, I don't think I can really attack or do much, but we'll try again. Right, I will move this force in now to Colombia. Now, because of these little countries, I will, instead of moving one by one, I'll just occupy. Once I've got to, before I can do that, I've got to defeat these two. And then I'll do an occupy Colombia command. Take all those regions. Right, I'm going to entice them to attack me, which they've done, so it's good. 4,500 men, 54 tanks, 10 air defense. Okay. We did have 100 aircraft. We lost a few in the last battle. Well, might lose some here with their air defense of either my healer. What have I got going in first? My fighter aircraft, 65. Then followed by the attack aircraft. So fighter aircraft first. 65, 33, 96. See whether we take any damage. Lost 2 fighter aircraft. That's their air defense gone. Okay, good. Doesn't look like we'll lose any more aircraft than maybe those 2. Okay, victory. Cool. Now what I should be able to do is do occupy territory. Okay, so both of those countries have now gone to war with me because I occupied Colombia. In fact, that Peru. Okay. So we're going to do it anyway. It's just pretty much the rest of the South Americas trying to see what's happening. So I take Colombia like that, but just with single soldiers, you see, my main force. But I'll start losing territory because they can easily win these one-man battles. Where have I put my main force now? Oh, I lost them. So if we look at the war list, you'll see now that we're at war with a few more nations. Let's just check what's going on here. So they're going to start taking parts of Brazil and other. This is a little frustration of the game because you lose land very easily unless you put serious amounts of troops there. And then they can redeploy, so they're massing all their troops together. But again, I've got the forces to do this, I think, so I'm not really worried. So I'm going to move these guys over here because they're taking parts of Brazil back. I'm going to move these guys up. So I'm going to have to fight everyone. Well, most of these, let's have like 33,000 men, quite a sizable force. What I'm going to do, already trying to try and get these guys involved. I need to defeat their main bodies of men. They quickly can take territory back as quickly as I took it, to be honest. And let me just pause the game a sec because I need to find my force that's up here. Did it go to the capital? No. I was down here when I said occupy, but they're not there now. So my capital's over there. Oh no, that's no capital. Can't see a capital. Right, so I'm just gonna have to search for them one by one. Where are they? I know they're not in that fight, because that's one. Crazy. They could actually be here. Sometimes they hide underneath the tile, so I'm just going to move these guys about a bit because I think they're underneath these guys. Didn't happen when I invaded Chile. Nobody went. As soon as I did Colombia, they all went nuts. That ocean battle I won. Yeah, lost regions. We know that. This messes with the economy up and down until I can get it sorted. Right, I need to start the game again and get these guys moving. Where did my forces go? They're going to move down. So I need to find the biggest concentration of forces to join the battle. Could be here. No, that's not. That's fine. All joining this battle. Can't find my forces. Where did I move them to? Oh, up here, didn't I? So let me move and attack these guys. No. Okay. Probably need to get him involved in that battle. Quite some more men coming. Okay, he's got to get engaged before they could move. Alright, have these guys moved yet? I need to get them up into those two battles, or where most of the forces are. I can find my division that's up there. So we're going to lose a lot of individual battles here because these are single troops, but not where our main divisions are. These are two big forces here, and here. So I need to engage them with these guys, but at the moment, not getting too slow. I need to. Okay. Move and attack. Where are they going? Right, into that fight. Because I need to focus the forces wherever their concentration of forces are, not worry about the stragglers, because I can pick these territories up again once I defeat their armies. But in the meantime, you lose a lot of regions. Okay, what happened there? Defeated. Okay, that was a single man battle. Okay, so now we've got involved in this fight. We should easily win this fight, but we're going to maybe take some casualties. Air defense, we'll see. Another single man territory. Okay, fine. That's just where they're taking. Okay, we beat them. Right, we'll slow this down a sec because I still need to find my forces. Right, there they are. 20,000. So I need to move these guys. Up into probably this fight here. Which I'm not sure is right. It's gone to the wrong place. There was another battle up here. That's one of the ones we lost. They've got quite a sizable force somewhere. They run around grabbing land. And take this army. Just the men now, so the artillery back aircraft should make short work of those men. There we go. Clobbered. We're losing more individual territory. Okay. But we beat 17,500 men there, 89 ground, 18 aircraft. So, but there's another biggish army here and one here. No, it's just that battle's nearly done, so we'll move these guys down to this fight if we can. No, that didn't go the right way. Oh dear, these left clicks. Wow. Because if they take back the capital areas, then you get these deployments of troops. Fairly sizable. See how they get on. I could move up. Oh, so they're engaged anyway. Big countries there together fighting. Just gonna try and take some territory with a single soldier just to win back some of this. Can do that with my individual troops. I can actually get them to go where I want them to go, which seems impossible at the moment. There we go. Right, so you can fight these guys. These guys here, are on the move. I want to go to Rio de Janeiro. 2,000 men there I can move, so if I move these into this fight... Oh no, they got engaged by... Okay, and sizable ground troops and stuff. We'll take that battle. An interesting one. Okay, meanwhile, when we're doing that, these are all done, so I can deploy. Can I deploy to capital? I'll click it properly, I can. Right. When they're all deployed, I'll need to make them ready and move them. But I'll delete all these messages. Is that all of them? I think it is. Change status ready. Okay, let's watch this battle then. Two ground casualties, but they retreated in fact. Thinking where the next sizable forces are, we don't know what they are. They're gonna... Okay, let's get these guys in this battle because this didn't start. Right, what happened with the battle up here? That's what I need to do. Like the biggest forces I can find. I'll do these guys as they're near close to where I am. Move and attack. Wowzers. Okay. Put up a defense here. A few. I think we took quite a bit of damage to our artillery guns there. Maybe in previous battle, because a few more than that. But yeah, okay, only one air. That was a very one-sided battle. That was. Okay, that's good. Right, let's see what we've got. Those men there. So we'll take these for attack here. Make our way across. Opening up here. Okay, we lost 71 ground units, 90 aircraft. Ooh. That was a bit expensive. $90 aircraft, wow, really? Okay, we need to move these down and attack these guys now. What happens to my force up there? Did I move them? Yeah, it's these guys here. Okay, let's get that fight going. Okay, we're losing. Okay, we're okay there. Argentinians deployed some men. We left that 78,000 down there, so what I can do, oh no, we've got men down here, is just retake some territory. I've got these guys, haven't I? What about these? No, it's not quite what I wanted to. lost an aircraft carrier. We had 3. Not good. One of them is Queen Elizabeth. I don't know where that is at the moment. Okay, that's those. Get these guys to... Nope. Now what's going on over here? Okay. Attack helicraft. We've lost all our aircraft in this. Good job, we've got more coming. Losing tanks. At the back. Let's rip the back. Artillery. Okay. Lost 71 ground, 101 aircraft. Losing aircraft like crazy. Okay. Force is gonna have to take on this force. Okay. So we're back in control down here. Let's see if we can merge these. We've had a problem merging in the past. Right, we've merged now. I'm going to come over here and attack these guys. And then we can retake Chile. these guys over here. They're on the move. We'll follow them up. Bolivia's taken its country back, basically. Well, the other countries freed it. I still don't know what's going on with these Brazilians up here, man. I still can't take this territory. So I'm going to move these guys up. We've got battles here with single troops that I can't do much about until I need to get my main force. Where's it gone? Around here somewhere, there it is. 5,000. See if we can. Going to occupy the rest of Brazil back and then move the main force. I think it puts one on top of me, which sort of hides my main force, but it has done. Wait till this maneuver happens. There we go. I'll take these guys. I'll move them. I'll move them up here for now. Right, these guys here. Retake that land. Not really in the right place, but let's move in the border here. We need to fight these people. And then I'll move my main force up to back these guys. So we can take Peru. Okay, there is a force there, so we can probably move these guys in to here, hopefully. In place. And where's my... Okay. Need these guys to get stuck in. Right, they're being attacked. Oh, never mind. These are the ones that have lost all their air power. Now let me put it on slow a sec. You can clear all these. Let me pause it a sec. Now I need to get these guys ready. They might already be ready. And then I was going to move them. I think because my ships are in fights, I can't probably move them yet. Let's move. I'll just try here. Oh no, it does let me. Click in the wrong place. That fight over here, so this is quite a biggish fight. Well, okay, maybe not. This should be pretty much the last of the Peru forces. Okay, that's then done. Where are we? Forces are there. What I can do is I can occupy that territory. And then we probably need to come back and fight these guys. Right, where were my main forces there? Okay. So let's move back to here. Oh, that's not quite the right place. Move. And we'll reoccupy Bolivia for the third time. I'm losing ballistic missile submarines though, which cost like 1.8 billion each, and a nuclear force. So not sure I've got much of a nuclear force left now. You can't protect them. You can't send them anywhere you know, I mean, I keep them near the UK, I guess, but if they're single on their own and they get attacked, then game over. Okay, don't need to see any of those really. Where was my forces up here? Over here, weren't they, somewhere? Okay. We can get an engagement there. Okay, let's move these guys in. Back here now. Guyana, so they declared war with me, so we'll take you, thank you very much. Now, what I can do now, click on those guys, click on here, occupy territory. Let's take that back. Okay, that's fine. So I can move these guys now to, let's move them up here. Not supporting the right here, so we've got that one engaged. Very depleted force up here of mine, but I'm not up against much opposition, so that's fine. Oceanic battle, but we lost 6 naval ships. We killed 126 ships. I think one of those was an aircraft carrier and some subs. We're still getting more ships. We run out of ships engaging us. This battle should be over. Alright. Right, occupy Yana. That work. These guys are still neutral, that's because it's France, I think, isn't it, own this territory? No, Suriname, and then next to it is those two owned by France, so I won't go to war with them just yet. Save that. Save the Frenchies to later. Okay, looks like they're all ganging up on this fight here, which is fine with me. That's where my men are. Now I'll move some forces up this way. There they are. I'm going to get these guys and engage up here if I can. I've got to take Ecuador and the rest of Colombia and Venezuela, and then that'll be it. Although it looks like these went to war with me as well. Who are these? Costa Rica. Okay, We won't worry about that for now. We'll see if we can just consolidate with the whole of the rest of South America, apart from those SuperPower in France, and then probably pause there. Worried about my nuclear subs. Oh, did they not move? Did they not merge? Or was this, oh, this is the... okay, this is the force I sent down from the UK, wasn't it? Let's just double check. Yeah. So I probably do need to split some of these, because I move across 50 of those, 50 of those. It's good to probably have a good split. Send them to 2 different divisions then, especially the one that's got no air power now. Yeah, I think we'll just split these. I could have done it all the... I lost 21 ground, 1 aircraft on that battle. I'm not sure where it was. Still can't take this bit of land. Unless they've disappeared. Possible they deployed these men elsewhere when they had land, and I've beaten them in the other battles. Trying to take this bit of land ages, but can't seem to do it. Let's see if this does it. Or if there's men underneath here that would still... a little bit of a game bug if it is. Still got another man there. It's not giving me the territory, so I'm presuming they're still under there, those reds. Alright, let's have a look what's going on over here. 32,000 men. Ooh, okay. But just men. Cool. That was Ecuador. 33,800 troops, 1,000 ground units, 142 air. We did lose 319 troops, 202 ground, 35 air. But that was the main bulk then of... well, that was Ecuador's. That was everything Ecuador had. Right, let's take their country back then, so... Hi Lee, welcome back. Yeah, Empire's growing. We took Chile, but marched into Colombia, and then every other country in South America that hadn't engaged us then went to war with us, and we've had to defeat them and fight our way back, so we've lost quite a lot of forces. But we've built some more. I don't even want to look at my economy, to be honest. We lost an aircraft carrier by the look of it. 2 aircraft carriers, in fact. We had 3 down here and now we've got 1. I'll tell you which ones you lose. This one here is the Queen Elizabeth, so we've still got the Queen Elizabeth, so it's the 2 of the other aircraft carriers that we've lost over time. And we're losing nuclear ballistic submarines, which we can do nothing about. With all these green forces, I can't remember where my main forces are now. So difficult to... they don't look any different when you've got your... right, so I've got him in there, so let's occupy them taken care of. Now I've got a force up here somewhere. Where's it gone? Yeah, these guys are still neutral. I need to move these guys. Which ones? Where they gone? Where they gone? Here. Let's get them up here. What we'll do, we need to fight these guys because we need to take Venezuela. Most of their forces have already been defeated when they attacked us. So just a few small minor battles and then take their territory, and we're still struggling with... we got 5,000 men not in the battle here, but these guys have lost over 150 aircraft, lost about 100 artillery and some tanks, but they've fought many battles. And my economy must be so bad, but I'm just hoping, again, once I keep saying this though, but every time I invade another country I lose territory and have to fight more wars, but we can get a pause after taking the rest of the South American countries, hoping that the all of those nations I can get my economy growing massively again. I just keep thinking they're net additions, but I don't. I guess I assume they're debt, and I assume they're demand and their people and taxes and stuff, so it doesn't dramatically improve your economy, but we'll check that once we've done all these fights. And then that will probably be it for this video. Done well in the last hour though. We've taken Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, all these countries, Chile. Right, okay. I've no idea where all my men have gone. Right, these guys have still got some guys right next to them that aren't fighting. 6,000 men. We'll see if we can get in that fight, and we've got these guys. And then that's kind of it. I'll move any of my single troops around. I'll move him in there. I'll move him to there. I can actually... sure which one he's in. Another 8,800 troops there. I've got another force down here somewhere, I think, I've lost. The ones that invaded. Did I move them? 4 effective divisions down here somewhere. Okay, that did start that fight. Yeah, I know F1. I'm going to try and watch it myself as well. It's just about to start, isn't it, Lee? So yeah, I like my F1 as well. So hence some of the streams this morning, but I just skipped the build up, and this stream, this video will end shortly. I'm just going to mop up these countries and battles, and then I'll get some dinner, watch the F1. Let's see if we can get this sped up a bit. Okay, so now I can move these guys. Attack here. Got another force, so I'm losing track of my divisions. Gonna get in a fight? No. Oh, that's too far. Come on, stupid left click. Right, that should do it. That should get him in that fight. Yep. Okay. We lost all our air power. Now I want to get these guys. One of these ones. I need to get these. Move them and attack. I want to get them in this with this force, so get them up there. I've completely having a brain fart. I've lost all my divisions. I can't remember where I put them. Right, there's one here. Okay, so that's done. I can now occupy Venezuela. Done. Now we get a single troop here, which kind of hides up our fort. This is what happens. This is why you lose track. I've got a single troop there, but my main troops are underneath them. So there we go. Maybe not. Got another one. Under 2. There we go. Just speed this up. I could probably get him over here to attack here. This fight. Oh, okay. 11,000 men against 1. That's not gonna. That's that fight engaged. Right, so there's these guys. I need to merge these with these. So give them there some air power back again that they all lost. Lost hundreds of aircraft. Oh, they haven't merged. No, I'm not going to have this problem again, are we? No, oh, stop. Merge with. See if that works. I got 15,000 men there now. No, they still haven't merged. Fine, we'll just get them in the fight. Individually then, I guess. Or not, as the case may be with this game. Okay, let's move. No, that's a bit too... Oh, did engage them. Right. If we can get these guys to join the fight. Oh, they're dead already. Okay, good. That water over there will land. That's water. Okay. So that's it. Oh, these guys have gone to war with us. Really? Are you joking? Okay. Move and attack. Over there. Keep moving these guys. They've moved already. What's happened? Where did my force go there? Okay, well we've reconquered most of South America there. I'll stop the video here. I will look at our economy next in the next video and try and repair this. Our unit upkeep has gone down about from 41.8 billion to 26. That's because of the amount of men and planes and ships that we've lost. 2 aircraft carriers, subs. So we'll see. So I'll put a save in there and we'll continue this next time. So let's put that in as save 9. Okay, so we've pretty much taken, we're just going to mop up these last bits and we will have got pretty much the whole of the South Americas, and then we'll take a pause and see if we can get economy back on track before we decide where we go next. But as we know, pretty much the rest of the globe hates us. So thanks for joining me for part 8 of SuperPower 2. We will continue with SuperPower 2, part 9, probably later in the week, and hopefully some other new games as well to come. Thanks very much. This is Lone Gamer. Please leave your comments in the comment section, follow or like, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much.